Mindset isn't about motivation. It's how you talk to yourself when no one is watching. Let's just pause for a moment. Most people think mindset is motivation, getting fired up and pushing forward. But that's not really what mindset is. Mindset's the voice you hear inside of yourself when there's no one around. There's no applause, and nobody knows what you're doing. It's just you. It's just your thoughts. Time to reframe what mindset might be. It's external. It comes and goes. Motivation says, you've got this. Keep going forward. But mindset says, I'm still here. I'm still there. I can do this. And that's the difference and why it matters. On your normal day-to-day, most days don't feel inspiring. They feel ordinary. A lot of times they can feel very heavy or uncertain. And in those moments, motivation is not what carries you through. It's not what moves you forward. What carries you forward is moving yourself forward. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rebecca. I've been in healthcare for 3 decades, and I am moving towards life coaching because I feel that it's important to understand that your health and your wellness is not just your diagnosis. It can be before your diagnosis or even after. And that's why mindset is so important to me. As we shift through our life, what carries you forward is often how you talk to yourself and what you say. Oftentimes, many things don't go as planned. When you're tired, you do everything correctly. No one's in the bleachers cheering you on. You don't necessarily rise to motivation. Often, you default to your own self-talk. All of us have those internal conversations with ourselves, running in the background of what we can and cannot do, what we have and have not done. Sometimes it feels like I should be further along. I was ahead for some time, and now everybody's ahead of me. Other people handle this much better than I do. Why is it so hard for me? The voice is not loud, but it's in your head, and it's very powerful. It shapes how your body feels and your mind responds. It also can shape your energy and how much you actually have to put forward with your mindset. Here's something very important that I've learned and have told myself numerous times. Sometimes what we label as mindset is really a nervous system problem. Our nervous systems are shot with everything over the past many years that we've had to deal with. But it's our mindset that can help get us through that. Stress, fatigue, and cognitive overload can contribute. And what does that mean, cognitive overload? What your brain can process. Sometimes it's too much. It's like there's too much going on at once. My brain cannot process all of this. That's where mindset is called into play. When your brain is tired, your inner voice can often get sharper. It can be less patient and less kind. And that may not be who you are. But you're exhausted. It doesn't mean your mindset is weak. Take a moment and think about, maybe that just means that you are tired. So instead of thinking, I want to think more positively, maybe there's just one simple shift that you can think of what you need to do in that day to change your mindset. And if you had something planned and how you're going to respond to it and didn't, then it's a perfect opportunity to pause and reflect of how you would like to do that differently. Often you will be given that chance in some form or format. Just one question. It's not about fixing yourself necessarily. How do you support yourself? If you asked yourself, what would sound supportive right now, and not necessarily perfect? This is a lot. Anyone would feel this way. I don't have to solve everything today. I can take one steady step at a time. The words you tell yourself matter. How you frame what you're going through matters. So tonight or later today, just notice how you talk to yourself. Not necessarily to judge it or change it. Just notice. And how does that feel? How does that feel to you? Awareness is often the first action to care. Mindset is not about pushing harder. It's about staying true to yourself. When things are uncertain or uncomfortable or unfinished, they often didn't go the way that you wanted them to. Or maybe you thought they would go differently. It's that quiet relationship that you have with yourself that carries you through the transitions of life. I have had many transitions in my life. I have not handled all of them well. But I know at the end of every day, I'll reflect on what I could have done better. And that's why mindset, again, is so important to me. Because together, we can make a difference on how we approach what we're going to do and say and learn. I hope you like and subscribe. I would love to hear your thoughts. What has been a challenge for you that you feel that you have gone back to the same routine, same thoughts, same reaction?